compliance.
A week since strict regulations were announced to curb the spread of coronavirus. Last week, President Cyril Ramaphosa declared a state of national disaster. This was followed by strict regulations, including a ban of gatherings of more than 100 people. Despite this, confirmed cases of coronavirus keep rising, prompting calls for a nationwide lockdown.
There are some amongst us that said, maybe what we need is a lockdown for 2 weeks. If indeed it is about preventing this, people meeting with each other, if you did a lockdown once and for all for 2 weeks, they're asking that 14 days and treat whoever needs to be treated during that time. Hey, a month later, all of us will be disease-free. I don't know. That's what the government and the experts to deal with.
Both the Ministers of Health and Justice have already hinted at the possibility of declaring a state of emergency if the current measures fail.
And then in that case, the rights, most of the rights can actually be suspended to the extent that is necessary to deal with the emergency. So you don't have the same rights that you otherwise would have had.
Section 37 of the Constitution says that a state of emergency can last for 21 days unless Parliament extends it to the maximum of 3 months. This is done by a simple majority vote. A further extension would require a 60% majority plus a public debate. Some parties have cautioned against such a move.
I think the most important matter for the future is how we can cooperate to prevent that we move from a state of disaster to a national state of emergency, because that is a really severe measure.
De Vos agrees.
A state of emergency, given South Africa's apartheid history, where states of emergency were used to oppress the majority of the population, to impose authoritarian measures and so on, it will always be a last resort. And so also because it sends the wrong signal that the government is prepared to take away your rights.
If this is to be avoided, the public must fully comply with all the measures to reduce the spread of the pandemic. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.